He was with us. It's a gang spitter. Y'all subscribe, like, share the video. And see, this is why I don't respect TA. I understand you trying to expose Fat Joe and trying to make him look like a monster and R. Kelly type of guy and all that there, but you be saying you a gangster, you a stand-up guy, and you this and that. Why is you bringing up beef? It ain't got nothing to do with 15-year-olds and BBLs and y'all doing R. Kelly acts 4,000 times and you recruiting females. It sounds like you trying to put Fat Joe in prison. Why is you bringing up Fat Joe had bags put on 50 like that's going to get you the money? They ain't going to help you get no money. It ain't got nothing to do with touching little girls and stuff like that. What, you trying to spark up old beef? You think 50 don't know he had bags put on him? He had so much beef at that time, it didn't matter. The job was going to get carried out because 50 was moving the right way, not the light way. And the way 50 was moving is the way I be trying to tell every other rapper to move. You know what I'm saying? Because 50 really showed these niggas how to really move. But niggas be scared to move like how 50 was moving because they worried about what the fans and other people going to say. But he wasn't the only, Fat Joe wasn't the only one who put bags on 50 at that time. He had so much beef, he was beefing with Jimmy Henchman. He was beefing with World, Lil' Kim ex-boyfriend. He was beefing with, of course, Murder Inc. Like I say, Terror Squad, Nas, D-Block. He was dissing AZ. He was beefing with Sean. He was beefing with Bank of Smurf. He had issues with Haitians down there in Florida. He was into it with gang. So he was already moving bulletproof trucks, bulletproof cars, moving with his entourage. That's one thing. So you got his security, his regular security. You got his entourage. They got entourages. I gotta understand. Yayo, Banks, all of them. They had their own entourage. Spotted Low, the G and the Crips. They had their own entourage. And then he had the Navy SEAL type of guys. So just like Wack 100 said, when he tried to run down on 50 and put hands on him, and the job couldn't get done, they tried to jump him, and he had the Navy SEAL dudes with him. So it didn't matter. Fat Joe had to get in line. What you bringing that up for? It didn't get carried out. Didn't you say you was gonna knock 50 out on the plane? You didn't carry that out. It wasn't no Navy SEALs then. Why you ain't? Yeah, what you got to call your mans for? What you got to call your mans for? Crash out. What you need to take an order for or get the green light for? Crash out. But to all the artists, y'all got to pay attention. Watch it be fat. Yo got it. Black Youngster, Moneybag Yo, Icewell, Money Man, Sauce Walker, whoever, man, like Rio, the Chicago artists, New York artists, Bobby Smurder, everybody, Young Boy. Do you see how all these different guys, how come all these dudes that try to attack 50 say the same thing? When they try to rush him, they change their mind, they fall back. They can't go through with the mission. The Haitians down there in Florida, he said, man, we can't get him. Wack 100, when he tried to rush him with the game went with him, but they find out 50 was at a spot, they tried to rush him. They came in there, seen the dude, the Navy SEAL dudes, changed their mind. Fat Joe changed his mind. Other attempts, 50 didn't get hit. If you move real tactical and you really get guys around you and they look like they come from the military, the Marines, or the Navy, people would change their mind. See, y'all security be looking too strict. So niggas still may try y'all. See, when you really look professional and the guys look like they can't miss, they look like they got all their permits, which they will. They got the knee pads, the elbow pads, the real vest, not just a vest with soft plates or no plates, just a plate carrier. No, real vest, level 4, hard plates and them side plates, the helmets, the flashlight on the helmet, night vision on it. Yeah, real vest, real pants, the slacks. Come on now, like the book bag on the back of the vest, short choppers, pistols on the side, extra clips, the sticks, pepper spray, taser gun, and they got the little ear things in they, like the walkie-talkie ear things in their ear, and it's like 6 of them, 5 to 6 of them, bulletproof trucks. If y'all move like that, I'm telling you, man, motherfuckers gonna rethink it. Because one, they ain't gonna know if they the police. Stop trying to always use street guys and gangsters. That look, you still may get blasted on, fool. But if you really get some real dudes that come from the military, the Marines or the Navy, as they coming out the Army, and you recruit them and put them on the team, yeah, man, you have less problems. People that really got their real permits, they can go anywhere with the short chopper. You can be in New York, they still got it. You can be in Cali, they still can have the short choppers or whatever guns they need to have. And you really move the right way, come on, man. Not just have a bunch of Bloods and Crips with you, BDs, GDs. You may got 1 or 2 bulletproof trucks. You got some big security. They overweight. They obese. Nah, man. They just got a concealed carry permit, and it ain't recognized in every state. Nah, man. Nah. Like, if you really look professional and legit, and y'all look like y'all don't play, not only had them and still had that crew too, like how your crew and had a 5, 6 dudes, man, y'all too sturdy. Gonna board the mission. When y'all leaving the club, you don't always, you don't never be by yourself like Yellow Bees, and that's how you got fired on and got hit up. You don't be like Skilla Baby. No, you always move sturdy. 2 or 3 cars, 2 cars in front of you, 2 in the back. They don't know which car you in unless they really watch you get in that one, but it don't matter, it's bulletproof. And if they do throw a shot, they gonna lose their life because there's too many cars following you, and they gonna get blown down, chased down. Yeah, it's gonna cost you a lot of money per year. Tax write-off. Tax write-off. But 50 giving y'all the example. Not only do he have it, he get tested, and it worked. It worked. Somebody from down south in Florida said it didn't work when they tried 50. Whack 100 on the West Coast, they said it didn't work. New York niggas, Fat Joe and them, it didn't work. It don't work. So, yeah, y'all need to move the same way. Come on now. But it's on y'all. Maybe y'all like the action, so you want to be involved. Maybe y'all want to spend all that money. You wouldn't mind, but you ain't going to be spending all that money and put your life in them niggas' hands. But y'all dying in front of y'all crew. King Von died in front of all his partners. So what's the difference when y'all say, man, I can't trust the security, man. I can't trust them. Throw the shot, they going to fire back. Man, too many rappers that died in front of their crew with their homeboys. Yeah, come on, man. Like, I can't respect that, man. Bringing up him putting bags on people's head. I think he said something about trying to get DMX deleted and stuff like that. Come on, man. Trying to spark up some old beef like they gonna fall out again. Like 50 ain't know people wanted him on a t-shirt. Yeah, 50 was real disrespectful. Talking about nigga mamas, pulling up at DJ Khaled mama job. Yeah. Shout out to Fresh Montana dropping their address. Yeah, Fresh Montana. Appreciate that. Yeah, you dropped DJ Khaled address, had them nigga run up at DJ Khaled mama job. Yeah, DJ Khaled ain't did nothing about that. Yeah, man, this shit ain't about nothing. It sound like you want to turn this case, this civil case, into a criminal case. What's up with you, TA? Like, this ain't got to be a tell-all. Like, you telling Fat Joe Street business, man, this ain't necessary, man. They squashed that beef. What you talking about that for? Yeah, like, come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that, man. They squashed the beef in the name of Chris Lighty, RP to Chris Lighty, good man. They put their differences to the side. Fat Joe was supposed to put a bag up. He was supposed to do that. Like, come on, man. Why you want to bring up at the MTV Awards? When 50 tried to fight Fat Joe one-on-one, and Fat Joe in the ring. Ask Beyonce, ask Diddy, ask Shaquille O'Neal. The game, he was there. So Fat Joe had his opportunity to, to get out, and he didn't. So, of course, you better put the bag up. You better try to sneak him. And 50 could have got all these dudes deleted, but he was so much of a bigger superstar, he didn't want to go down like that. Because 50 had so much power, he could hurt these dudes' careers. So, since these dudes ain't never really did him nothing, he'd rather see these dudes starve. 50 could have been got a boosted charge 4 or 5 murders, 6 murders, and facing death row. Because best believe he got the dudes that'll crash out for him. Best believe that. But why do that when Fat Joe, Jada Kiss, Nas, these dudes ain't never really did nothing to him? He just kept it on wax. This the problem now. This the problem with rappers now. They don't keep shit on wax. 50 really helped out Jada Kiss and all of them. Jada Kiss, they never had no Billboard charted song for like dissing motherfuckers. He couldn't get it with The Rock and Benny Siegel. But when he dissed 50, 50 got so many fans. 50 fans was even listening to the Jada Kiss diss, and it made it chart. You know how much light Jada Kiss and the Locks got beefing with 50? How much more attention? He ain't got to put no bag on their head. We're going to keep it on wax. We artists, right? Ain't nobody got to lose their life. But Fat Joe ran with a lot of real guys. So he had that pressure in his ear, like, man, let me get him. Man, let's get this dude out of the way. He hurting our business. You don't want somebody out the way when they hurt your business. So 50 was too much on top of his game to really like stoop to their level and put it back. That's the easiest thing to do in the world. He could have put $1 million on each one of these niggas' head. Nas, Jada, Sheek Luch, Styles. Yeah, anybody. AZ, whoever you want to name, Sean. And the job would have got done, man. The job would have got done, man. Could have put $2 million on their head, especially at that time. Don't make it seem like she couldn't get handled or these guys was a real problem. 50 ain't never canceled no shows. Because Fat Joe and Terror Squad or Murder Inc. or D-Block or Dipset, nigga ain't there. Y'all wasn't moving that heavy. Y'all had big entourages, but y'all ain't had Navy SEALs. Yeah, if nigga want to press Jim Jones, they'll just press him. They ain't gonna turn around and change their mind. He ain't move like that. Yeah, he ain't never make no nigga change their mind. Yeah. When Trick and them jumped on Jadakiss and them at the club that time, yeah, he ain't changed their mind. Nigga changed their mind. Or a job failed when it come to 50. Jobs don't get failed when it come to y'all niggas, man. Yeah, nigga don't change their mind. Then y'all get kidnapped in Africa. Yeah, what this story is that with 50? Then y'all get kidnapped in Africa or some shit like that. What these stories at with 50? It ain't no kidnapping. It ain't no. The only story you got is the Ja Rule thing. And that was before the fame and all that stuff. And it was some lies in that. Talking about snitching and all this other bullshit. Man, come on, man. But you supposed to be some type of gangster bringing up criminal cases and type of nigga is you. That ain't gonna help you get no 20 million. You want to see Fat Joe in prison or something? Because you ain't man enough to see him in the ground. You ain't man enough to deal with him on the street. It's been plenty of times, just like when y'all was in Miami, he told you 50 was right there, and right there, Fat Joe ain't moved with the Navy SEALs. Yeah, Fat Joe was talking shit about you all over the internet, saying you a bum and this and that. And yeah, why you ain't never approached that man? Yeah, it been spots where you could have ran down on him, or you could have threw them shots at him. World still threw shots at 50, had the Navy SEALs and the top tier entourage then. World still threw shots at him in New Jersey. Jimmy Henchman still, did little things here and there. Why you couldn't do nothing? Why you couldn't do nothing? Yeah, like, why you couldn't do nothing to Fat Joe? So stop trying to make the feds pick up this case or make the state pick up this case. Come on, man. You trying to say every little secret, every little detail. You ain't got to tell all the war stories. That shit in the past, that shit old. That shit ain't finna reunite. Ain't finna spark back up. Come on, man. What Fat Joe's supposed to do? He a gangster. Now, he could have kept it on wax and all that stuff. But, yeah, gangster, you can't expect him not to put a bag up and it's hurting his business. You got Remy Ma, she wanted to come to G Unit. You got, so come on, man. You wasn't man enough to put up no bag on Fat Joe. He did you dirty. Then you want to get paid. Then he threatened to stop your traveling gigs and stuff like that. And being in the entourage, you ain't never put up no bag. You should have been the one putting up a bag or get your gun yourself. And yeah, standing on 10, you must sit down and pee. You one of them type of niggas, man. Bring it up, time out. He ain't supposed to put up a bag. Type of nigga is you. No, I know you done got threatened before by TSF. TS, Terror Squad. No, you done got threatened. You acting too scary now. You bringing up beefs and money on this person's head. You acting real scary now. Yeah, I know you done got some threats. I know you done got, you ain't about no war. Yeah, you ain't about no war. But besides all that, if this stuff is true about Fat Joe and what you accusing him of and with the kids, all the other stuff, we gonna get on Fat Joe. Yeah, we gonna bring all the name calling, all the, you this, you that. Yeah, but you gotta prove that though. You gotta prove that there. I ain't saying you lying. I'm just saying you gotta prove that there. But you still gonna be what you is though, a sucker. You're not a real gangster. You're not a real man. You're not a hero. Yeah, so you just one of them niggas that can't win in wars. You can't fight. Falls like against them. I don't know what you can do. Falls like anybody else. But you're not no stepper. You ain't none of that. You can't win no battles. So you gotta take it to the court. You gotta sue. That's the only way you get your money. You can't get it in blood. You can't get it in a one-on-one. You can't get it none of that. You can't extort nobody. You can't scare nobody over that way. So you gotta, you're supposed to be putting fear in Fat Joe, making him put bags on your head. Nigga ain't put no bag on your head because you're not a threat. Anytime somebody got to put a bag on somebody's head, they're a threat. You ain't no threat, so nigga ain't got to put no bag on your head. They can just call you and say, what we gonna do to you? Nigga ain't got to pay nobody to get you out the way. They can do it for the free. Yeah, I see ya. Buck 50 in your face. Yeah, you ain't no problem. You just a child with a problem. You got this problem on your hand. You're a child with a problem, but you ain't no problem. TA. Yeah, you ain't no problem, man. Come on, man. So yeah, man, like it is what it is, though. I know you probably done fucked up a lot of M's for Fat Joe and Jadakiss, though. I know you done fucked up a lot of you doing all this extra shit. I know Fat Joe tried to sue you first. I guess you can say he started it, and that's how you fight back. So nigga can't cry how you fight back. But you bringing up street shit though. Keep it on the SEX. That's all I'm saying. Be a man. Damn, like, yeah, man, you done fucked up a lot of M's for Fat and Jada. Because I knew they were going to get a big check for that, podcast. Because they got a lot of stories. They just getting started. They can make up stories, whatever. Make it entertaining, I ain't going to say it's going to get as much as $1 million worth of game, but they could have got a 30 ball, 30 M's, 25 M's, 28 M's, 27, 29. Sometimes it be odd numbers. 27, 29, 25. You know what I'm saying? They could have got 30 ball, but you fucked that up, man. You fucked that up. So yeah, man, you should have let Fat Joe and them get the money first. You should have let them get the money first, then sue. Damn, you a dummy. Just like the girl with Shannon Sharp. You supposed to let the deal come in first and them get the money, then you sue. But you ain't had no patience though. Yeah, let Fat Joe continue to sue you, whatever they gonna say with you and all that stuff. But when they got that check, that's when you supposed to come and you supposed to swing back. But you started itching, had ants in your pants. You gotta jump the gun, and now they gonna pull whatever they was gonna give him, 20 million, 30 million. He ain't gonna get that, so now you gotta go off what he got in the bank account and his potential and stuff like that. So you ain't gonna get, you probably get a couple M's if you do win, 5 M, 4 M's. It could be true what you're saying though. You could be 100% true, but you still ain't no hero, no man to me. You ain't gonna, if you win 20 million, you ain't gonna find the victims and pay them 2-3 million a piece. You gonna tell them to go get it just like how you got it. You don't deserve no 20 million. You ain't worth 20 million with it in your pocket. You don't deserve that. Yeah, man. Better hope this shit don't backfire on you. This shit turn into a criminal case and now you facing charges. You look like one of them niggas that did shit for them back in the getting at me. You gonna tell it all. Yeah. Any shootings you know about, you gonna tell it. Any robberies, any extortion, any all this stuff, you gonna tell it. Yeah, any little freak offs, you gonna tell it. You look like one of them type of niggas, man. Yeah, that's what it came to, man. And what we gonna blame Fat Joe, man? It's your fault, man. You sued me first, man. It's your fault, man. It's your fault, man. I didn't want my money, man. I didn't want my money, man. Yeah, man. So it is what it is, though. Y'all hit that like button, y'all subscribe, y'all share the video.